Welcome to downtown Cleveland for game 2 of 3 on today's special. Coming up at halftime of the Cleveland game is the second game for Miami today as we begin now with Cleveland. Jet 3, yes, got it. Robert Jet. And it's a shocker that we're going to have a back-to-back situation here after overtime in that first game between Miami and LAW. Josh Frazier. Robert inside on the drive. Beautiful play. Knight missed still. Cleveland has not allowed Seattle to get a point in this minute yet. Wizards just lost. They're 6-9 now on the season. Seattle with a win would move up. Robert Jet! Doesn't look like that's happening though. And his loss would make San Antonio tied with everybody. Going into San Antonio's next two. They play Toronto and Boston right after each other at home. Not easy. Chase hits a three! And how badly does Cleveland want their second seed back? Robert, yeah! Cleveland on a 16-0 run to start off this game. Robert Jet is doing unbelievable again. In his final season of play. Yeah, well, he finds Chase. Chase unloads a three-pointer there. He finds Josh. Josh unloads a three. Robert making every shot he takes. He's got 2 3-pointers. And a couple of slams and inside plays, and he has not missed yet. Knock on wood to keep it like that. Cleveland on a 16-0 run. To start off this game. Yeah, well, the 5-time RBA champion, 3 times with LAS, 2 times with Cleveland. He brought Cleveland 2 rings they're known for. He would play shooting guard the year that he won with Lee in Cleveland, and he says he's blessed. Seattle basketball from the top. Marvin. Seattle fighting for their playoff lives now. If they lose this game, I don't think they'll get there though. As much as we look at the 2 other teams that are not in, Denver and the other team, San Diego, they're way behind. They're at 13 and 11 losses. And even if Seattle were to lose tonight, they would only be at 9 losses on the season. not that it's not far off. It's only 4 games off from one another. That's not a lot, but still. Robert hits a 3, 13 points for Robert Jett. Smith gets the white. Why is Jordan Smith running the offense? Chase! Oh. Marvin 3. Got it. Seattle not happy. Coach David West. He's been a coach for the last 2 seasons now. A couple of seasons, actually. RJ pull up. Yes. Ever since he retired, he's been the coach. And, of course, his assistant, Orion Quinton. They both wanted to be the coach, but Orion said, it's all right if David wants to run the coaching and I'll just be the assistant. I'll be helping players develop. Oh, yes, he did. Inside is David White. And he's made David White a real star. And he's going to be in the All-Star game this season, I believe, because of it. 18.1 points per game. Oh! Henry Love with the rebound. Henry Love! They want to keep this game high. White 3. Got it, David White. Josh Frazier for 3. Josh is an excellent shooter and does a lot of good shots, good attempts by Josh as a whole. Knight missed. Rebound Josh. Josh finds Jett. Oh, RJ finds Robert, who hits a 3. Marvin missed. Robert on the drive and is fouled. Robert inside and good job. Oh, come on, Robert. Yeah, Robert. 77%. Yeah! Jordan 3, unable to rebound Chase. Back out to Robert Jett. Boom! 17 in 1 quarter. And he's only trying to do one thing right now. He's told us he wants to keep his all-star position. And he's doing a good job at keeping it right now. 17 in 1 quarter. Because those younglings are coming and he knows it. He knows they want his spot. Yeah, well, Robert Jett, he can get player of the game as much as he wants. He has to keep that spot. And to keep that spot right now, Robert Jett, he was on that spot. He's at 4th place right now. He's actually last in that spot. And he was at 31.7 in week 15. Now he's at 31.5. Where did he stand with the 31.7, though? He stood at 5th in front of Sean Thomas. And obviously, even Robert Jett has mentioned he wants Justin Holiday to be involved in the All-Star game. He said that it would not be fair to have an All-Star game and that he wouldn't even care about it if Holiday doesn't make it either. Because he says that Holiday has been playing really well. He has a lot of respect for a lot of UCLA natives, and he wasn't even a UCLA native. I think he has a lot of friends, such as Josh Frazier, who were UCLA natives, and that's why he's got that respect for them. He just in general likes good players. Robert says a lot about a lot of good players that he likes. He talks to them, and he interacts with them. Oh! Seattle not having a good night. Yeah! RJ in the paint. Yo! RJ couldn't get that one. Marvin Up ahead to Nick. Nick inside. Nice. Nick Tridden Jr. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Josh. No, it's Chase. Chase, it's a 3. Chase Budinger. And last game for Cleveland. Chase Budinger went off. He had 24 points. And in that second half, he had a crazy good quarter. And that's what got them the win. Their next game will be on the 11th. That's in a couple days, actually. Nick finds Young. Young 3! So not Tuesday the 9th, not Wednesday the 10th, but Thursday the 11th will be Cleveland-Denver. Nick Tridden Jr. in the paint. Robert. 3 points. Knight 3, unable to. Josh for 3. Oh, got the rebound. Finds Chase. Chase finds Henry. 3. Marvin missed. Rebound. Robert Jett inside, and he scores again. 44 for Robert Jett. Knight missed again. Rebound Frazier. Robert and Knight are playing against each other right now. RJ in the paint. And good job. RJ Williamson is a dominant center. And they're destroying Seattle. David White for 3. Seattle has no chance to make the playoffs if they play like this. RJ 3, yeah! Williamson starting to fire up from 3. RJ, another 3-pointer. Marvin, here's a Robert Jett. RJ 360 now, yeah! Cleveland, no, no. Cleveland, no, no. Chase fouls Jordan Smith. Personal foul on Chase Budinger. I think Chase did it on purpose. Beep. Robert Jett is coming out of the game. Yeah! Really big standing ovation for him as he subs out. Robert Jett, final 2 minutes of this quarter, and he is to sub out. Yeah, well, Coach Jack Breeze wants to mix it up. They've already talked about it a lot, that he's only going to get 12 minutes a night now because he's getting older, and they want to get him ready for playoffs when he's going to play the full game. Yeah, you just heard that. He's going to play the full game. Almost the full game. He's going to play around 19 minutes. And they'll probably sub him out for a minute in the playoffs. Marvin Doyle inside. Yeah, because there's no regulation rules on playoffs. If a player doesn't score in playoffs, it doesn't matter. Knight for 3. Just letting you know. We do that on purpose so that in the regular season we don't have .0 averages. At least every player gets a point a game. But in the playoffs, it doesn't matter because you're only guaranteed 7 games, so they're not going to care that much. Especially if you're a bench player, no one's going to look at that stat. 60 points at the half. White 3, got it! David White hits that 3-pointer. 40 seconds left, and there's Doyle inside. Yeah! Marvin finds Jordan Smith out of bounds off of Dion Doyle. White 3, got it, David White. It's the 3. RJ in the paint. For 3. Got it. RJ Williamson. Big bar. And Marvin Young having a very bad game tonight. He's got 10 assists, but no points to show for it. Once again, struggling to be their point guard. And Seattle has options. Remember that. They don't have to settle for this guy. And looking at his averages, they've only gone down since the 15 mark, and it's not looking good for him. Yeah, not good at all, considering Marvin Young is 7th place in the race. And he just lost his spot towards Ralph Bolino, who's really getting it done lately in Minnesota. Yeah. The Minnesotan averaging 26.9 on Minnesota's 14 games played. Seattle, on the other hand, Marvin Young with 6 points on 26.1 now out of the 15 games played. And so Rapolino just passed him. He just has to pass 2 more guys. Zane Freeman Jr., who he had a hella good game last time, didn't he? Yeah, 32.0, and he's playing the Wizards next. On the 14th, he played against Cleveland and got destroyed by them, but he had 40, 11, and 7 off of 53%. Three-point shooting. We're going to come back to this game. We're going to go to the Miami game now against Nevada. Oh, that was a good poopy. Robin Shapiro and Chicago play tomorrow. Robin's got to be ready for that one, huh? Yeah, well, he's recovering from an injury. He's on minute restriction against the Wizards tomorrow. And hopefully he'll be good to go. Gotta knock on wood. And hope that he won't get injured again. Miami plays Nevada now in their crowd, and this is why they rested their players. Next Freeman is going to have a little break after this. And obviously, Miami, they don't get a break, actually. They've gotten a long enough break already that they have to play games now, and they have to play at a high level. They're going to go to Dallas on the 18th. They have 10 days to rest, and then they have to go to Dallas. Then They have 7 days after that to rest. 7 days after that game, they rest, and they have 2 games, not back-to-back, not double headers, actually. But the 29th and the 30th is a back-to-back. There are some close ones. This 5-8 game is a back-to-back, considered a back-to-back. And the 30th and the 29th are considered back-to-backs. And that's their end for their back-to-backs. They don't have any other ones. They're not supposed to play on the 27th. They play the 4th and the 5th, 28th and 29th, and 30th. So they have more back-to-backs than expected. We have to remove some, it looks like. 29th and 30th, we have 4th and 5th today, and they already had the 28th and 29th back-to-back. So now they have 4. You can't play LAS on the 28th. They're playing 3 days straight? That's not possible. No, they're not playing on that day. Oklahoma City's supposed to play LAS on that day. Unless... Oh, it's July. July 28th and 29th. No, they're not going to play. I'm going to switch it. Yeah, so we're going to switch that game out. Miami's going to play on the 27th, not the 28th. Just so that they don't have the back-to-back. And Chicago and Cleveland will be on the 28th. Because that has no effect. As of right now, of course. These do change. As you see, there are less games as we go up there. August has only like 20 games. So we could probably finish all of them in August. And not have to do any of them. Because it starts getting to singles. And we're probably going to do doubles, not single games. Unless we're really tired that day, we're not going to do just one game. Or it's special. Alright, we got it going here. Nevada and Miami, here we go. Let's go Miami! Da 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 da! Yeah! Here we are back in Miami, I guess, for another one. Special game tonight, huh? Yep. Manuel Portes, everybody. Yeah! Beat Manuel! Beat Manuel! Beat Manuel! This crowd in Miami, yeah! Yeah! Dax hits a 3. Manuel, right back at him, and it counts. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun, defense. Tony, he'll shoot a 3. Bang! Tony Portes for 3. There's Dax. 8 now for Dax. And he wants his averages to get up on the board. 35.5. He loves scoring and he just wants his numbers to go up on top of Justin Robinson. Robinson is 39.5. Dax was 36.5. It dropped. Dax on the drive and he's fouled. And Dax telling them that he can take care of it tonight. Let him do all the work. And they can sit back and relax. Yeah! And he loves the crowd, doesn't he? Yeah! And he says that the crowd is what gives him energy. Calvin Goodwill for 3! Dax 3, unable to rebound inside, unable to rebound Manuel. Manuel finds Tony. Tony back out to Manuel. 3, unable to rebound by James Jr. Dax, yeah! Don't tell me that he's not stat padding right now. Oh, yes, he is. He's definitely stat padding. Aw, come on. I know you wanted to say that he isn't. Well, he isn't now. Lonzo Brown! These guys are tired. They don't care, though. They want to win 2 in a row. Dex understands the prospect. Yeah! You get a 2-for-1 deal, you get a cheaper deal. They actually did get a cheaper deal if you have this type of a situation, because Miami is not guaranteed either one of the wins. Because if they lose the first one, then the second one's a little bit harder because you just played like an hour ago. James, and they went to overtime, by the way, as he hits a 3 right there. And I was telling you, Caden Goodwill is going to meet Calvin Goodwill this week. Going to meet James Freeman made up with James Freeman this week. And Dax got to talk to Calvin about the game as a whole last night before dinner. Last night during dinner, Calvin Goodwill, they have to have dinner with each other. And obviously, Manuel, he decided to have dinner with James Freeman Jr. And Tony, nice play by Dax. Extending his arm right there. Nice job. Dax did a good job there. Tony missed. Tony had dinner with James Freeman Jr. Manuel had dinner with Manuel Portis. Manuel had dinner with James Freeman Jr. Tony had dinner with Jack Freeman. Miami Lonzo hits a 3. Manuel, yeah! There you go. He's the leading scorer in the West, by the way, Marv. Just letting you know. Dax unable to rebound Manuel. Manuel finds Caden Goodwill. Oh, inside. Oh, and James. Caden's got to get back up. James on the drive. Yeah. Let's hear it up. Defense. Defense. Defense, yeah! Tony hits a 3, yes, got it. Dax. James on the drive inside, and he's fouled. 14 on the clock. They'll give him an extra second there. 14 seconds on the clock. And they had a really good first quarter here. Getting this game done faster is really a great thing to have happen. See how the Lakers and the Warriors are doing. James will go to the line for 2 more. I don't understand this. Doesn't work on this, I guess. Bruh. James will go to the line. Just want to see the score, man. I just want to see what the score. It's not. Nothing's gonna work. Makes that first one, and makes that second one as well. Manuel. Caden unable to rebound James. James finds Dax. Down to 5. Down to 4. Dax missed. Manuel. No! Miami in the driver's seat in this fourth quarter. In this first quarter. My bad. We just had a fourth quarter, huh? 36.1 now averaging. He's got to get 3.0 above this game. And he can do it. He just has to do a little bit tougher of a match. How many points does he need to get to that number, though? Yeah, it matters on his all-time points, by the way, this season. So however much he has, that's what's going to help him boost that here tonight. He's got to get above 50 again. He's got to get 250 nights. Remember that. And then that will definitely help him. He has 541 points in 15 games. So right now, he's at this number right here, 36.06. So if he were to get 581, that's 40 points tonight, right? He would go up to 38.7, which is very close to what Justin Robinson has. Now let's say he did 586. That's 45 points tonight. 39.0, which he said that he wants to pass Justin Robinson tonight. So him getting 45 will help him do that. And Justin Robinson just had a huge game against Dallas. He beat them. He doesn't even have to do that. He can get 40 and pass him because Justin Robinson's at 38.8 now. So Dax is right there. He wants to surpass him. He does not want to be under Justin Robinson. And then watch Robert Jett pass him too tonight. And then all of a sudden, he's in the bottom of that list. Now, Robert Jett has a ways to go, though. If Justin Robinson's 38.8 and Robert's 32.1. It's a little bit of ways to go before he passes him. Second quarter will start now. Defense! Val Jr. inside, couldn't get it. Nova playing good defense once again. Dax finds Lonzo. 3! Calvin missed. Manuel lost the ball. That is a bad sequence right there. Great steal by Dax, though. Yeah! Dax free, man! Defense! Manuel Dax 3! Oh! Calvin Goodwill for 3. James pull-up jumper out of bounds. Caden Goodwill for 3. Nova hits a 3. Manuel. Oh. Carterval Jr. Dax out of bounds. 2 turnovers. 3, Tony. And he gets that one to go. Dax. James, Caden is on him well. Yeah! They're really dominant, Marv. And Miami wants to be one of those superior teams. Defense! I don't know how they lost 7, but they're regretting it now. Look at this. Another steal. Yeah! Dax Freeman tonight is giving it his all. He knows that he has a 10-day rest period, and he's been wanting to play basketball. It's been a month, Marv, and he loves it. He loves it. Ah, Dax not like him to miss a free throw. Ah, and he missed both. Goodwill 3, got it. Kelvin Goodwill, being a sharpshooter that Manuel needs to be surrounded by. He needs to be surrounded by more of them, though. He can't just have one sharpshooter to rely on. James Freeman Jr., look at that. Tony with a steal. Back out to Manuel. 3! Manuel has a name already, and he needs guys to be able to shoot and help him out when he's not able to. But Manuel tonight, good job. 18 points. He's not having like a really good match, but Dax 3. He's been known for his 3-pointers all of his career. Kelvin. Oh, that would have taken a bigger lead there. James Jr. Oh, and always saved it. Dax deflected it. Dax inside, couldn't get it. Got the rebound. He's not letting him get the rebound tonight. He's not letting Manuel get rebounds. He's been very vicious about that. Dax, oh, Manuel trying not to hurt him. Defense. Tony for 3, 2, no. Saw that foot on the line. They have not been able to score. Miami. Dax hits a 2. Manuel. Oh. They loved this showdown between Dax and Manuel Portis right now. Junior. He's been very lucky in some games. And James Jr. They're already warmed up. They've played a game already tonight. Manuel Portis. And what could be the only time a team this whole year, by the way, plays 2 games straight on the same night. It's happened before. We don't remember which game, but it's happened before. It's happened a lot in RCBA. James Freeman. You know, they do tournaments all in one day. So when James Freeman Jr. was asked about it today, he was like, I had one last year. I had one earlier this year. Manuel. Oh! Nice shot by Manuel. We'll see if it went in. It does count, though. Really good quarter. Both teams really playing well. See Manuel hitting 3s. Dax is a lethal 3-point shooter. Not tonight, obviously. He's not having a good night, but he's having a 56% season. He was having a much better season earlier this year. But obviously, as games go by, your percentages are going to go down. As you miss more and you make more, you got to make more, though. Monty Manuel hitting threes. Or it's happened a lot in RCBA. James Freeman. You know, they do tournaments all in one day. So when James Freeman was asked about it, CBA, James Freeman. You know, they do tournaments all in one day. So when James Freeman was asked about it today, he was like, I had one last year. I had one this year, man. Wow. All in one day. So
That's a second right there.
When James Freeman was asked about it today, he was like, I had one last year.
Oh, yeah. He counts.
This year, Manuel. The three is in, Manuel Portes. Oh! Look at that. And Manuel Portes is really prideful about that right there. He loves hitting the threes. Mama. There goes that man tonight. 9 for 15. He's having a really good matchup, and he's really ready to rock it in that next quarter. Nevada, wait over there. Miami as well. They're just gonna wait in the locker room. They have a locker room now. They're the home crowd. Let's go, everybody! Yeah! We're back here in the crush out game. Guess one's a crush out and one isn't. Seattle and Cleveland. Dion Doyle is in still. Brandon Beasley comes in for Chase. And RJ comes out for what appears to be Dexter Nixon for the start. Henry Love at the starting position. Josh Doyle, Beasley, and Nixon to start the quarter off. RJ, Robert, and Chase all sitting out, but they're bound to check in. Robert's not going to check in this quarter. He's going to rest, but the other two are going to definitely check back in. Marvin Young has the most points right now, as David White has the most points right now, as Marvin Young sits out. Jordan Smith is going to sit out, and Nick Tritton Jr. is going to sit out for Dale Carter's. Knight wants to continue playing. Knight will continue playing. Not wants to, but will continue. That's the one and only great Jack Halling. Not Jake Halling, but Jack Halling. He's one of the best, one of the greats. It's a 22-point game here in Cleveland. What did you expect, though? Snow at 3, yes. But what did you expect when you're playing one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference? And Cleveland looking for that win tonight to get 11-4. If they fall, they could fall to a Miami spot as Josh goes inside. Josh and Knight have played each other multiple times before, and obviously with that spot, you could talk about it. Miami wants to win tonight so that they can move up in the standings in when the next time Washington plays is Dallas, and that's probably going to be a win for Washington. So they'll have that spot for like the week, and then when Washington gets their win, they'll move back to Miami 6. And what can only change that, the only thing that will be able to change that, Marv, the only thing is if they beat Washington this time. And they will. But they got to beat them by a certain amount of points now to beat them in the season series because they're not in the same division. Yeah, Miami and Washington, they have to play again. And that's a big decider between the 5 seed and the 6 seed. That will really decide who plays who. Because Toronto or Cleveland. And you don't want to play either, to be honest with you. But that's the point. That's going to have to be the case. And by the way, Miami has to win by 9. Plus 9. So if they don't crush them out, basically, that's the mindset going in. We got to crush them out. Because they don't want to just make it 9, because then you're kind of like in trouble if it's 9. Because if it's 9 with a minute to go and Washington loses still, they still win the season series with that loss. But also, if they're tied, it could affect their record. Because record matters first and then season series if it's all tied up after that. So, remember that. Knicks on, and they've been tied ever since that game. So, that could decide a lot. White, 3. Got it! David White for 3. White actually doing well. 75% three-point shooting. Henry unable to rebound Darren Carter's. No. Snow, yes, got it. James Snow. Josh, and he's fouled, and Knight's gonna come out, and Josh also is gonna check out. San Antonio Knight coming out for Jordan Smith. Beep. Knight not happy with the team tonight, you can tell. Yeah, well, he does not want to miss the playoffs in his final season. He really wants to make those playoffs. Ooh. Hopefully he'll be alright. Free throw made. Josh Frazier. And he makes that one as well. RJ Williamson checking in for Henry Love. Beep. Chase Pottinger checking in for Josh Frazier. Beep. Josh obviously made the 2 free throws and then subbed out. David White coming out for Nick Jordan Jr. Beep. 2 minutes of James Snow now, it looks like, and Dion Doyle. And I know who's going to win 6-man already. It's James Snow, even if he doesn't make the playoffs. He's got to push them, though, tonight, so that he can prove that he deserves that spot. Snow! Oh. Chase, 3. Got it! Chase Pottinger for 3. Will it be Dion Doyle? He's made himself a pass-first point guard, and 7.4 off the bench is not bad, and 11.4 off the bench is not bad, too. That's good bench points. Dion Doyle. And it's not easy to score in a professional game either. Nick Shredden Jr., you got to get through them and really play well. Doyle, 3. Oh, out of bounds. Snow didn't even go after it. He did not care to go after it. Darren Carter's for 2. Carter's was on Charlotte earlier this year. And then they dropped him and Seattle signed him. Or Seattle traded for him, actually. They wanted a new center on the team that could help them win. They lost San Diego Knight to the RBA's decider plan, which all the good-looking figures cannot play RBA. It's a safety net situation there. RJ 3 unable to rebound. Darren Carter's the snow. And Alpha hits a 3, yes. Doyle hits and scores. Snow. Chase, no. Rebound by Jordan Smith. Snow, yes. And 3, Doyle, yes. And he gets it good. Dion Doyle with 16. And obviously all the substitutions are checking in now. Even Josh, everybody. Robert Judd is checking back into the game. Cleveland's already looked at other players to trade Doyle in that situation for. Trading Doyle and getting like John Carson Jr. to play on their team. And John Carson doesn't mind. He said, I don't care where he plays. I want him to be happy. I don't think he's going to be in Boston, so they have Clyde Newman now. And Clyde is a very good athlete. He's done a very much good job his first season. James Snow averaging shooting guard numbers at the backup point guard position. He's doing a great job his first season. Obviously, as he gets more minutes, he'll play better. Seattle is now in this because of him, though. Substitution, everybody coming in. Starters are checking back in for both teams. Let's go! Cleveland basketball from the top. RJ in the paint, yes. And he loves dominating in the paint. RJ Williamson for 2. Slam dunk. Marvin missed again. Robert, 3, unable to. White, 4, 3, yes. Henry, yes, gets that 3 off. Marvin, unable to rebound. Robert finds Josh. And Josh not letting up, yeah! He did not care. He's a dunk nominee for that one. Josh Frazier. He brought the whole net down. And he hanged on it too. Wow, Josh. The Josh Frazier. Josh. Good job by Josh Frazier. Really proud of what he does on a nightly basis. And Josh Frazier, well deserved. He's going to get that dunk nomination now. Here in this final and fourth quarter, White, 3, couldn't get it. Rebound, Love. Finds Jet. Love, yes! Henry, Love. And Robert made sure that everybody has double digits on the team tonight. Josh, oh, another 3, oh. Marvin finds Nick in the paint. Couldn't get it on RJ. RJ for 2, yes. Marvin hits the 3. Robert hits the 3 as well. Marvin inside. Chase Buttinger for 3. Knight hits that 3. Josh Frazier. Out of bounds. And not the fact that, but this game is possibly over. Base miss. Rebound Josh. And Josh hits that 3. He's been doing much better lately in his last couple games. He's trying to get his averages up on the board. Marvin up the rim, and then Robert unable to that time. Marvin on the drive. Robert. It's definitely a 28-point game now. Chase Budinger. Nick in the paint. White. For 3. Yes. David White hits that 3. Robert hits that one, though. And it's a 30-point crush out now. Robert finds Chase. Yes. And Cleveland's the new Baltimore now. What about that? They possibly are. The way Jet runs his offense is very similar to how Baltimore used to run their offense. It's RJ inside. And Baltimore would die for one of those centers in the draft that is holding that yellow up. They got to trade for him, though. RJ Williamson, offensive foul. Marvin Young. Robert's got to get his stats up a little bit here. Robert hits a 3, yes. Robert Jet. Robert transitions and couldn't get that one to go. He knew that he had to get his stats up. Oh, he knew it. 32.6. The competition doesn't end with Robert Jet, though. Robert, as he gets inside there. Wow. 13 rebounds. 15 assists. Robert, yes. Marvin and yeah! RJ Williamson. Beep. This is humiliating. A 34-point blowout loss for Seattle. 145 to 113. Let's talk to Robert Jet, who just got the 2 seed back and is only 2 games apart from getting that 1 seed back as well. Robert Jet with 38, and not to mention 13 and 8 and 9 just in 1 quarter of 5 minutes of play. And in the first half of play, he had 8 minutes of play. Totals up to only 13 minutes of basketball. He played a little bit over tonight. They were considering sitting him too at the end of the quarter here, but they didn't. Yeah, they were like, it's fine, I think. And Seattle's going to go 6-9 as well now. LAW 6-9. Dallas is 6-9. And San Antonio, after this week, they'll probably be 4-11, which gives Denver that chance to move up if they win a game or 2. So that gives Denver their chance now, doesn't it? Yeah, it will give Denver their chance to prove who they are. They're going to have to play Cleveland, though. And Cleveland traveling this week. Denver goes to Dallas next week. That's a big game, Denver and Dallas. That's a big game because that's the second one. So remember, all Eastern games right now, those are the second ones. And if they're not in the same division, Denver and Dallas are not in the same division, that's a big game, Denver and Dallas. That will probably decide who makes the playoffs right there. Yeah, so very important. San Antonio and Cleveland the day after that. So Cleveland travels to Denver on May 11th. Let's talk to Robert Jett with the win. All right, we're courtside with Robert Jett. Robert, a win there. What a great win there as a whole. How did you feel about winning that game? Oh, just took care of business tonight. We wanted to take care of business and get the win tonight and come out of here and get the win. You've been playing a lot less minutes lately. Does it affect your game as a whole to play less minutes, or what does that mean to you? Oh, it just means the team cares about me. I love this team. I love this organization, and I know they want what's best for me. And right now, what we need to do is stay healthy with our players and be ready for the playoffs. And we're almost there, and we can't let anything mess it up. So if I gotta rest 2 more extra minutes than I usually do, I'll be fine with doing that. Congratulations on the win, Robert. Thank you. All right. Cleveland's going to travel. Seattle, are they traveling too, or are they done traveling? Yeah, they're done traveling. So Seattle, they'll play on Wednesday, so they won't have to play again until Wednesday. And they're done traveling, so they get to go back home. Cleveland, on the other hand, they have to travel. So they're going to be at Denver on Thursday. Robert Jett. And we're going to continue our RBA. Check out how the cameras are doing. One of them is low on battery. All right. And one of them just shut off. So we don't have this camera now for the start of that half. We're going to get it back though, because we're not going to start that game until it does come back. So we're going to have a little break now for Miami. It's going to be called recess. And it's going to be until 8:20, I believe. 14-minute rest period. So that's what we're going to do now, just to get the camera getting going again. All right, we'll see you guys. One's down again. Are you ready? Yeah! Miami back here. And an RBA special. David Petler checks in. No Rose and Zayden Thorne. How far off are David Petler and Carter Val Jr., to be honest with you? Not far off at all. 3 points off from each other. That's funny. That's a funny thing to think about right there, isn't it? They're that far. They're that close to each other. Next, Junior, Ryland, and Lonzo, obviously. And obviously we got to check who starts with the boom, and we got to get going here. It's going to be Nevada basketball. Thank you. Yeah! Defense! Jack plays the center position tonight. Rose, Miami always dominates in this quarter. Ryland Jr. Zayden missed. Rebound Ryland. Ryland to Dax. 3! They are really good at 3-point shooting. And their bench is something else. Look at that. Rose on the drive. Well, Rose inside, trying to slow down the 6-0 start by Miami. Lonzo makes it a 9-2 run now. And Noah Rose. Goodwill's looking to who to pass it to. Goodwill 3. Jack for 3. Got it. Jack Freeman. Thorne, got it. Ryland, it's a 3, yes. Rose out of bounds. James missed. Caden inside, unable to. James for 3. Got it. James Freeman for 3. Rose, yes. No, Rose. Kelvin finds Rose. Rose inside to Petler. Nice play. Ryland, he'll shoot. No, he won't. Lonzo. Oh, inside. Oh, blocked by Kelvin Goodwill. Rose on. James unable to rebound. Caden. Defense. Caden on the drive. Caden on the drive inside. Yes. Nice job by Caden Goodwill right there. Really maintaining the offense for Nevada. They've come back from a bad start to this quarter to being right in this. James out of bounds. It's the three. Remember, they're not counting those as out of bounds. But he was out of bounds, so they're going to count it as out of bounds. You got to be kind of on the line still. And Dax fouls, and there you go. Substitution on the court. Tony Portis coming in for Calvin Goodwill. Carter Val Jr. checking in for Caden Goodwill. Calvin Goodwill coming out. Both the Goodwills come out. Lonzo and Steven. Check in for James Freeman and check in for Lonzo Brown. Miami is falling apart all of a sudden now. Nevada has won the last 2 quarters. If they win this quarter, Nevada won the last quarter though. Zayden, yeah! Zayden Thorne. Ryland Freeman Jr. Da-da-da-da-da. Ryland hitting 9 straight for the last 2 games. Noah Rose. Rose. Freeman Jr. to Nova. Yeah! Miami dominating now. Val Jr. Yes! So you see how we're live for 127. Take 20 minutes off of that. That's how much basketball we've played. Oh! Yeah, and they don't have to review that. They saw that, so that's off of him. Dax is not gonna, or James and Lonzo are not gonna sub in right away. Val Jr. inside. They might just tie this quarter up. Yeah, it might just be all tied up for their benches. James Jr. 3. Oh, Tony crowd into it now. Rose out of bounds. No rebound. Oh, Dax Freeman Jr. Tony Portis. Dax hitting a long shot there and winning the quarter for Miami. Now they've won the last 2. So Nevada, if they don't win this, they most likely will not win the game. And since they subbed out so late, they're still going to be out. Dax and Manuel are going to check back in though. But other than that, everyone else is still out. Whose ball is it? Miami basketball! Yeah! Miami has the lead in the 4th quarter, everybody. If Nevada misses 2 free throws, everybody in the building gets a free ticket to the next game. Yeah! Manuel 3, got it! And there it is, Dax missed. Manuel inside, a beautiful play, and he gets it to good. That is huge on the play. Personal foul. Manuel going to the line for 1. The and 1. Boo! Yeah! And he missed the free throw. Ryland. Oh, inside. Ryland couldn't get it to go. Thorne. Defense. Manuel out of bounds. Oh. And Nevada's played 1 extra game. They're projected to win. James 3. Dax Freeman has been shut down. 2 for 9. Manuel Portes. Dax missed inside. Got it. Dax has not had a good game from the 3-point line tonight. And he's tired. You can tell. Dax hits the 3. Tony 3. Got it. Tony Portes. Dax 3. Got it. 28 for Dax. Manuel and a foul by Dax. Caden Goodwill and Kelvin Goodwill are checking in for Zayden Thorne and David Petler. Beep. James Freeman and Lonzo Brown are checking in for Jack Freeman and Ryland Freeman Jr. Yeah! 91-97 here. Wow, all 4 cameras, knock on wood for that. Like that right there. Defensive foul, Manuel going to the line for 2. Yeah! There you go. Is it for 2? Yeah, it is definitely for 2. We would have known if it was a 3-point play. And Manuel missed that free throw. Ah, fans wanted him to miss. James Jr. Manuel hits the 3. Dax 3. And there is Manuel inside. Dax. Oh. Kelvin for 3. Got it. Kelvin Goodwill. 3-pointer. This is about teamwork right now. Lonzo. Got it. Got it good. Good shot right there by Lonzo Brown. Manuel inside. Dax out of bounds. Manuel inside. Dax hits the 3. Manuel bang. He's on fire now. 48. Dax. Oh, they met at the rim. Dax. James. No good. Tony the rebound. Tony gets it. 2 minutes to go. Manuel. Ah. Manuel trying his best right now. Goodwill. Yeah. 2 minutes. Deuce. James for 3, unable to. Caden Goodwill. Oh! Defense. Manuel! 50 again. Telling him to bring it on. Dax is going to say, let me do it for you tonight. 90 in 2 games. Great job by Dax Freeman now. He's averaging 37.7. Manuel Dax on the drive inside. That's number 3. We're going back to 112. Ah! And Dax, he's been inefficient at the free throw line. And he's 1 field goal, no matter what it is, away from 200 this season. Yeah! There you go. He was 77% earlier before these 2 games. Tony, 3, unable to and out of bounds. Dax 3, unable to, inside, couldn't get it, the flow, his boat. Manuel 3, got it. Manuel Portes. Let's go, I like. Dax 3, he's on fire, 44. It's a 4-point game. Manuel! Oh! Manuel is fouled! He's begging for more. These two love fighting against each other for the win. As our marathon. Dax 3. He's on fire. 44. It's a 4-point game. Manuel. Oh. Manuel is fouled. Manuel. Oh. Manuel is fouled. Really laggy stream here. And two devices have no battery almost. If Manuel misses both, we will allow fans in the building next game. Ah! And he missed another two. Dax finds Junior 3. Manuel unable to, out of bounds. Alonzo! Yeah! Dax is gonna win this ball game. Yeah! Woo! MVP! 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 They love him so much. Remember that 586 would be divided by 15 would be 39.0. How much does he have right now? And how close is he to that number? Oh, he's got 60 more points to go. Yeah, but he would be right there if he got it. Manuel tries a three, and obviously he's going to want to foul there. And he's just upset. He's like, I'm the only guy fouling. I'm going to get fouled out of the game. Lonzo, and he's fouled. And they still have a chance. Nova throws it to Dax. Dax throws it to Alonzo. Out of bounds. It's back to Nevada ball with 14 seconds. What were they doing there? Dax doesn't care. Substitution on the court. Looks like it's time for James Freeman to come out. Beep! Jack Freeman checking in for James Freeman. Beep! That's going to do it for him. What happened to Ryland Freeman Jr. though? He was just here moments ago. They'll have to check the cameras for that. No, actually. I have no clue where you were. Oh no, he's been here. Beep! James Freeman Jr. checking out for Ryland Freeman Jr. And those two sub out. Alonzo's gonna play the rest of the game. They feel like as if they need him. Dax Freeman Jr. Oh no. Checking in for Alonzo Brown. Beep. All right. Wow. Well, they took everybody out of the game. Yeah. Manuel, he'll shoot a three. Unable to, out of bounds again. That's 9 seconds. Terrible basket shot there. Not what you expect from a superstar player, not what you expect from a player, and not what you expect from a guy. Nova inside. Manuel and Dax. Beep. That will do it. Did all of our cameras make it? No, but did Miami make it? Yes. Dax Freeman with 46 points. And another win for Miami. That's 2 straight now on the same given night. That's unbelievable. That's something that you should be proud of if you're a Miami fan. You just got yourself a winning record. And 10-6 for Nevada. They get even closer to that melting point. Remember, they would only need 3 more losses to have that melting point to be next to every other team. That's how close everybody is, but they'll go home after a long road trip. And their 16th game is complete now with that loss there. With that loss, their road trip is over. As a couple of road trips, they'll go home to play Baltimore, and then they'll go to Toronto. And they'll go home, and then they're going to go back on a road trip to Oklahoma City. And then they start their road trip after the All-Star game at Minnesota, at San Diego, at Seattle, at Denver. And they'll have a home stance to end the season versus LAS, versus LAW, versus Dallas, versus San Diego, and versus Denver. Those last 5 are divisionals. Manuel not happy with this loss here. Nor was he happy. Was he happy with the last win? Yes. Was he happy with the loss to New York? No. And did that affect him? He was angry. Yeah. And he lost to Chicago as well, so it's not looking good for him right now. He's not happy with it. They lost to Chicago, they lost to New York, and now they lost to Miami. The only team they beat in the East was Washington. Teams they beat in the East was Washington, Charlotte, and Orlando. They lost to Chicago and New York. And they still have Toronto, Boston, and Baltimore to face. And then they'll be done with the East. That's going to do it. Let's talk to Dax Freeman with the win. On the floor. That's going to do it. You take off 20 minutes. That's how long it took for us to finish 2 games. And it could usually take that amount of time. Could take to finish. Could take to finish 1 game. Let's talk to Dax with the win. And Miami gets to go home too because guess what? They don't have to play for 10 days. Doesn't matter who they're playing. Let's talk to Dax. Dax! Wow, you played 2 games tonight. How do you feel after that? You know, we got it. We had to take care of business. We had to get the win tonight. We had to play tough, and we had to play hard, and we had to get the win. You guys really did a great job at working together and getting a great win tonight as well. You guys will be traveling to Dallas and Denver in your next couple weeks. How do you feel and how do you get ready for Dallas? Just want to honor the late great Carl Walter as much as we can and go there and have a lot of respect for them and have our rookies talk to the son of Carl Walter. He's a great friend of mine too, Carl Walter Jr. He's a great friend of mine, so I can't wait to compete against him and hopefully we can get a win against them too. And then we go to Denver and we come back home and then we go and play Cleveland and then we get to go to All-Star break. So not much left, but just got to keep on taking care of business. All right. Congratulations on the win. Thank you, Doris. Of course. That's going to do it for RBA. RBA basketball, thank you. 3 games today. We started at a vicious 5:30 and we end now at 8:47. Thank you, RBA. Peace out for now. Tomorrow,